Welcome back, Pride, to another episode of the Field Journals. I was actually going to go on location, but it's a little too chilly for that for me today. Weather's not all that great, and I'm not going to go into areas where I'd be dragging a tripod with me and talking to a camera, maybe where there's going to be other people sitting around. So I'm just going to have to do this from the comfort of the old automobile. Today's episode is going to be called Having an Attitude of Gratitude. Now, I'm going to hear some of my Christian brethren say, well, what does this have to do with, well, not Christian brethren, my non-Christian brothers out there. What does this have to do with, men's issues, manosphere stuff, whatever? Well, it has a lot, actually. The attitude of gratitude is kind of waking up every day. What do you have to work with? Not what you don't have, but what you do. And being thankful and grateful that you have those things, even though you might not have, something else that you may thought would have been necessary or whatever. Give you a prime example. I would much rather have some other things available to me to make this channel better. But for right now, I'm very thankful for what I do have. I'm very thankful for even the small amount of views I got for the first one. This is a learning curve for me. It's a huge one. I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here. Oh, my word. But you have the attitude of gratitude, being thankful for even the smallest of things every day. In Christian circles, we refer to that as gramercy, which is extreme thankfulness in all things every day. And that means even extreme thankfulness even for something you normally wouldn't be thankful for, such as, your trials in life. The gift, I would say, of hard times, because they can temper you. They can help make you a better man. And it relates a lot of what you hear in the manosphere area of having an abundance mindset. And to me, gramercy, or an attitude of gratitude, leads right into the abundance mindset. Because when you start being thankful and grateful for the tiniest little things, it seems like when more good things start happening, more good things start coming around, it seems abundant. Now, a lot of times they use this just when it comes to, going out there and dating the ladies, and yeah, there's an abundance of them out there. To give you an example of how much it worked, it was a very rough time in my life a few years ago where I didn't want to be alive anymore. And when I was going to a therapy group, and one of the things that they recommended, the person who was heading it up, is they said, okay, what was one good thing you have, one good thing about your day, about your morning? And I think, it was right after lunch is when we met. And the only thing I could think of at that moment was I had a great cup of coffee that morning. Sounds stupid. We take things for granted that we really should be thankful for. And they said, well, what did you like about it? I said, well, the taste was wonderful. I said, when I drank it back, I said, my body felt warm. And of course I started to wake up and, feel a little bit better. They said, that's good. Tomorrow, you're going to put 2 things on that list. And you can't use the same one. And I think the next day I said, well, I have a job, which pays me pretty decently. And I said, I'm not broke. Because I wasn't broke at the time. I was almost broke. Going through a very bad divorce. But I wasn't broke. Just having to tighten the belt, as they say. And then the next day, they made me do 3. I don't remember what the 3 was. But it literally began to change my mindset on how much is really out there. On how many things there are to be thankful for. Not just the gifts and the rewards of the things that you work for, but the gifts of persevering. Because I would not have been able to go through the last long-term relationship, though I'm scarred, I'm not bowed and I'm not broken. It didn't break me. And it didn't break me because of the lessons I learned from the previous time I had gone through such a horrible time. Looking back, that was a gift. That was a gift that probably kept me alive. And as I mentioned in one of the main episodes, is it kept me on my walk. It was not to blame God, not to blame the universe for my decisions and for her actions. So, sum it all up. Learn how to be thankful. Learn how to be grateful. Don't look at the things you don't have. Look at the things that you do. Look at the things that you do. There's little gifts and little blessings and always tiny little things. When you add them up, it starts to be bigger. And then when the big things come along, it almost seems like it's Christmas. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for today's field journal. I know it's not much, but hopefully it helps in some small way to anybody who's watching it. Please like and subscribe. I'd really like comments also. I mean, to get some interaction, kind of get some dialogue going with some people out there. Special thanks to Kevin for hitting me up on one. I appreciate that, pal. And hit the like. I already said that. hit the bell notification, so that way you know when there's another video. Both the main episodes, the long form and the short forms, are on the same channel, so there's no tricks here. Live in love. God bless. Take care of each other.